Exactly what are you suggesting?
I want Valentina to give us one of her eggs.
Where's the suitcase?
What's going on?
You're going back to rehab.
What?
I didn't know you and Mr. Powell had a son. We don't anymore. He was killed. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed the company of such an adorable child. Brought back a lot of wonderful memories. I saw the cytoxin in your medicine cabinet. That's what the doctors gave my mother. She had cancer? Have you told Alejandro? No. Nobody knows.
All the suits have listened to the new CD. You know what word they're starting to toss around? Genius.
Well, that's nice, but I don't think it's right yet.
The gazpacho's ready.
Yeah, we'll be right there.
What is that? Was that guy having lunch with Alejandro?
His agent, Jackson Marino. He's slimy, but very important. Did you finish the salad?
2 hours ago. It's in the fridge.
Good.
You look awful.
And you dress like a tramp. Isn't it nice we can be honest with each other?
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Oh.
Was the chemo being terrible?
Well, it's not for sissies.
When are you going to tell Alejandro you're sick?
I can't. Why not? He would be devastated. Besides, he has so much on his mind right now.
Odessa.
I am not telling him. And I'm sorry I told you. I didn't mean that. I'm just tired.
It's fine. Oh, my God. Odessa.
Yes?
Your hair.
What about it?
It's falling out.
What? Oh, my God.
It must be the chemo.
Oh, my God.
Odessa, it's everywhere.
Look, it's on the cake. On the sandwiches.
How did I not see this?
I don't know.
The soup.
The whole time I was listening to it, I was thinking, Grandma.
I think you're being very polite.
It's time for the salad.
We haven't tasted the soup yet.
You had your chance. She's Russian.
Come in. Did you talk to him?
Yes. He's agreed to a settlement.
Really?
Only in exchange for a graceful end to the situation.
What does that mean?
It means if you keep your mouth shut, you get this check.
Are you kidding me?
That's very generous.
This is nothing. Your client raped me.
How is that possible? You're a prostitute. You were paid to have sex with him.
As soon as I found out who he was, I told him to stop. He didn't. That's called rape. And that gets me a hell of a lot more than this lousy check.
I'm not sure what happened that night. All I know is you don't have proof. Without that, we don't back up the money truck to your doorstep.
Okay. What do I get for a baby?
What?
That's right. I'm pregnant.
Are you saying that my client is the father?
No. But he knows who is. And they are very close.
Oh, God.
Now I have bills to pay and a grandmother to support. So I need a check immediately. And when I deposit this thing, I want to see that bank teller gasp. You got it?
You have no idea who you're screwing with. I've seen this guy in action. He is beyond vicious. And if you back him into a corner, there's no telling what he might do.
I'm not worried.
This is the DVD Rosie found. Adrian kept it in his safe. I don't see why. It's a whole lot of nothing.
I don't think so. It proves that Michael Stafford knows who raped Flora.
He was representing the guy. At $600 an hour, you can bet he's taking that name to the grave.
Can't the judge make him tell? He basically admitted that his client was violent.
He'll say he was exaggerating to get Flora to lower her price. God. I hate lawyers. We did learn one useful thing. The man that raped her is not the father of her baby.
And there is some kind of connection between them.
So which one killed her?
My theory was always the guy who rapes is more likely to kill.
I don't know. There are an awful lot of guys out there who don't want to pay child support.
So, now we just need to find out who the father was.
Is there anyone Flora might have told? Someone we overlooked?
On the DVD, didn't she say something about a grandmother?
It's his birthday? He turns 1 year old today. When Mrs. Perry gets back from New York on Friday, we're gonna have cake and presents.
Can I come?
Well, it's just me and the family.
Would it be weird for me to drop in unannounced? I could tell him I'm Tucker's friend and bring a ridiculously expensive gift.
Yes, that would be weird.
Which part?
All of it.
That was just a thought. I'm gonna give him some strained peaches. That'll give you time to finish this floor.
Okay. But it won't take too long.
Hello there.
Oh, you're back. Hi, I'm Rosie, your new maid.
Are you really? Tell me, Rosie, where's that bunion that I'm married to?
Mrs. Evelyn? She's in the kitchen with the baby.
Baby? What baby?
I also work for Perry Westmore. I bring her son here while I clean.
You've done this before.
Many times.
Since you've been bringing him here, has Evelyn grown attached to the boy?
How do you know that?
Listen to me, do us both a favor. Take that child out of this house and never bring him back here. Do you understand?
Not really. But I'll go get him.
And Rosie, obviously, you can come back anytime you want.
Who's all this for?
You? Me?
Yes, I made sandwiches.
You don't know how to make sandwiches.
Well, I know how to order them. It's practically the same thing. Please sit.
Tell me what you want first.
Zoila.
You only get domestic when you want something, so let's just skip the roast beef and go straight to the ulterior motive.
All I'm trying to do is have a little celebration with my friend. Alfred has agreed to marry me.
Oh, honey, I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you. Now, try the ones with the pesto. I know how much you love pesto.
So Alfred gave up on the whole baby thing?
No, he still wants to be a father. We'll just find a surrogate to carry the child. Alfred's lawyer knows an Ivy League co-ed who might do it.
That's fantastic.
Of course, we'll also need an egg. And that's the tricky part. Alfred doesn't want some anonymous donor. He wants the egg to come from someone we know and trust.
Please tell me you're not going to ask me for one of my eggs.
Heavens, no. Your eggs are almost as ossified as mine.
Good. Because I was about to spit out this pesto and throw it at you.
No, we don't want one of your eggs. We want one of Valentina's. Obviously, I wanted to discuss this with you first.
Aren't you considerate?
Don't be angry. It's really a compliment. Alfred thinks Valentina is bright and lovely.
I don't care. That old man is not going to get his hands on my daughter's DNA.
Look, I know it's a lot to ask.
I don't think you have any idea what you've asked for or how incredibly insulting this is.
Zoila, if Valentina doesn't do this, Alfred will leave me.
Well, then get ready to say sayonara because it's not gonna happen. And you are forbidden from saying a word of this to Valentina. Do you understand me?
Alejandro, do you have a minute?
Well, I'm sort of working here.
I'm sorry. It's just Odessa has something to tell you. Obviously, I've been tired lately. I'm sure you've noticed.
Not really.
Oh, well, the truth is, I'm sick. I did not want to tell you because I did not want you to worry.
Well, that's nice of you.
But I am getting worse, so we can no longer keep this a secret. I have cancer.
Wow. Is this serious?
It's cancer.
Yeah, right. Sorry. So do you need some time off?
No, it's good for me to work, but while I'm in chemo, I may have to cut back on hours.
But you don't have to worry about getting things done. I can do both jobs.
I am so grateful to Carmen. She has been a godsend.
I'm happy to help.
I'm sorry, is there anything else?
No. Thank you for your time.
you say if someone told you they had a fatal disease?
If it was contagious, I'd tell them to sit over there.
Someone I know has cancer.
Great. Now I feel like a jerk. Thank you.
Who's got cancer? It's a secret. I swore on my life I wouldn't tell. Ale, you have a churro? It's Odessa.
Odessa has cancer?
Yes. And she told Alejandro she was sick and he barely reacted.
Well, that doesn't mean he doesn't care. Some people work hard at suppressing their emotions.
I once dropped this guy's Grammy and he cried like a little girl. Maybe he was in shock. No. I looked into his eyes. There was no concern, no compassion. I don't get it. She has been with him for 10 years.
He's probably more upset than you think. You should talk to him.
It would be nice to be wrong. I gotta go. See you girls later.
This whole thing makes you think
About?
the people we work for. If we died, would they really care?
Sure they would.
They might come to our funeral, shed a tear or two. But after a few weeks, would they still think about us and all we've done for their lives?
It would depend.
On what?
How good the maid was that replaced us.
Good morning, Mr. Betty Grove. How are you doing?
I'm in dreadful need of some tea.
I'll get the kettle on.
You know, I've been here for a few days now. It occurs to me I know so little about you.
There's not much to know.
Why don't you tell me about your ambitions? I'm sure you have dreams that extend beyond domestic work.
Oh, I do. I want to be a designer.
Now, I'll bet you're very talented.
I hope so.
You're planning on opening your own boutique?
First, I want to go to the Los Angeles Academy of Fashion and Design. I was accepted there last year.
Then why aren't you in school?
My family can't afford the tuition, and we are not poor enough for financial aid.
That's a cruel irony.
That's why I'm working here. Save money.
How long till you have the necessary funds?
A couple of years. It's a really expensive school.
What if I told you there was a quick and easy way to get that money?
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything untoward. It's just, you have something I need.
Excuse me. Are you Mirta Hernandez?
No, Myrta's my roommate. I'm Birdie Gladwell.
Do you know where she is? I need to talk to her.
In the courtyard, her grandson came for a visit. No one ever visits me. Everyone I know is dead.
Yes. Well, thank you for your help, Mrs. Gladwell.
It's Miss. I was a lesbian.
Courtyard, you say? Hey there. Are you Mirta?
Can I help you?
I hope so. Is this your grandmother?
Yeah.
Then you must be related to Flora Hernandez.
Yeah, she was my cousin. Who are you?
My name is Marisol. I need to ask your grandmother a few questions.
About Flora? No way.
Please, it's important.
My grandmother doesn't talk about her anymore. She gets upset.
Listen, I have reason to believe that the police arrested the wrong man for your cousin's murder.
What?
And she may have said something to your grandmother that could help us find out who really killed her.
My grandma can't help anyone. The truth is, she's just not all there anymore.
Are you sure? Because she seems pretty interested to me.
You have to leave now.
Don't you think that Flora deserves justice?
Flora was an embarrassment to our family. She was a liar, a thief, and a whore. And as far as I'm concerned, she already got what she deserved. Hey, tell reception that my grandmother's no longer accepting visitors. You got that?
So, how come you not go back to the Powells?
I think maybe Mrs. Evelyn is a little strange.
Well, I'm glad you were able to earn some extra money.
And that was nice. But now that you're back, I'd rather be here looking after you.
So is Tucker asleep?
Yeah, I just put him down.
Oh, excellent.
What are you doing?
My doctor said I needed exercise.
In that case,
What's this?
stuff you can help me with.
Fix the doorbell, hang the mirror, hook up the new TV. No, this is not the kind of exercise that I had in mind.
I know what you had in mind, and the answer is no.
Oh, come on. I missed you so much, didn't you, Miss May?
No, you can't be doing that.
Why not?
I told you, you just had a heart attack.
Please. My heart stops every time I see you.
Okay. We can have sex, but just to be safe, let me do all the work.
Okay. Just to be safe.
Boy, I wish you fixed that doorbell. Hello, Mrs. Evan. Rosie, I had a feeling you'd drop by. So, an affair with Spence Westmore. That's a feather in your sombrero.
I'm not proud of myself.
I'm sure that will be oh so soothing to Mrs. Westmore.
See? That's why I'm here. Mrs. Perry can never find out about this.
You think she'd be devastated?
She would. And Mr. Spence doesn't want to get a divorce.
He might lose custody of his son.
Exactly.
See, that's the problem with adultery. The piper must be paid.
I don't know who this piper is, but you can't tell him neither.
I wouldn't dream of saying a word to Perry Westmore. Do you know why? Because I consider you a friend.
Oh, thank you.
Which is why I was so hurt when you stopped working here. A terse note left on the kitchen counter. I deserve better than that.
I'm sorry. It's just with Mr. Spence being home from the hospital.
I know. You had to tend to his needs.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you did. You left me, and you took that sweet little boy with you. I know it seems odd, but I've come to depend upon that child. He brings color into my drab life, and I want him back.
That can't happen.
Why not?
Well, it's complicated.
No, it's not. You'll come twice a week, you will bring Tucker Westmore, and in exchange, I will not tell the entire city of Beverly Hills that his father's screwing the maid. Now, what could be simpler than that?
So, I have good news.
Well, don't just keep it to yourself, a ver?
I'm gonna start fashion school next fall.
They changed their mind about the scholarship.
Not exactly. I found a way to pay the tuition.
How did you do that?
Mr. Pettigrove came to me. He told me about Mrs. Delatour and what she asked you.
Oh, my God.
And now he's offering to pay my tuition if I help them.
Absolutely not.
Mommy, this is what we always dreamed of. I'll get to go to school.
By selling a part of yourself? I didn't raise you to be this stupid or this desperate.
I wouldn't just do this for myself. I'd be doing it for you, too.
For me?
I see the sacrifices you make, how hard you work on weekends and holidays just to make a few extra bucks that you end up giving to me.
I don't complain about that.
Which makes it even worse. Now, it's my chance to help you. If the tuition is paid for, you could finally stop and take some time off.
Do you really think that I would trade a grandchild for a vacation?
It's just an egg. And this money would change our lives.
This decision would change our lives in ways you can't begin to understand. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I will not allow you to do this.
Mommy, you can't stop me.
What did you say?
It's my body. So it's my decision, and I'm doing this for both of us, whether you like it or not.
You gotta be kidding.
I wish I was.
I mean, come on, who blackmails people to have a chance to babysit?
I know, it's weird, but Mrs. Evelyn is obsessed with Tucker.
But why?
I talked to my friend Marisol. She used to work for the Powells. She said they had a son who died.
Oh, so she's working out her emotional issues with my kid. Fantastic.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I'm not letting Tucker within 50 feet of that lunatic.
Obviously. She will tell Mrs. Perry about us. I know it.
You know what? Let her.
Mr. Spence.
I just had a heart attack. Life is short is more than a theory to me. I gotta be with someone who can make me happy.
Mrs. Perry wants to make you happy.
Well, she had her chance.
You gotta give her another one.
Why?
When Mrs. Evelyn caught us, I saw our reflection in the glass, and we looked like bad people. If you try to make your marriage work and it doesn't, then maybe we can talk about the future. But I need to know you tried, okay?
Okay. So what are we going to do about the crazy lady that wants my kid?
Maybe we should talk to the guy that was crazy enough to marry her.
I did not know Alfred spoke to Valentina. You must believe me.
I do.
So, is Valentina going to go through with it?
She wants to. But you're gonna talk her out of it.
You can't ask me to do that. Alfred will leave me.
Let's put aside for the moment that this egg will become my grandchild. He or she will be raised by a man in his 70s and you.
Alfred will be a wonderful father.
I'm sure he'll be devoted during the few years he has left.
That's what's bothering you, his age?
What's bothering me is the idea that he'll die and the baby will be left with you.
Oh, that's a silly thing to say. You know I'm a good mother. Zoila.
I'm not saying you don't love Remy. I know you do. You just never put him first.
That's not true.
I was there. I saw you fall apart each time husband number whatever left you, and you'd make Remy pick up the pieces. God, how many times did you interrupt his childhood pulling crap like that?
So what if I was a little unstable back then? Remy has turned out beautifully. That's what matters.
He has problems. And you won't pay attention long enough to see them.
What kind of problems?
Sweetie, Remy is not on a ski trip.
Where is he?
He's in rehab. He's using again.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
We were worried you'd fall apart.
You didn't even give me a chance. That's not fair.
After all I've said, are you really gonna make this about you?
Is he gonna be okay?
We don't know. That is why you need to tell my daughter that you don't want her child. You need to look after your own.
Hello, I'm here to see Bertie Gladwell. Hello, Bertie.
Well, look who the cat dragged in.
Hey, Mirta.
Don't take it personally. She's just having one of her bad days. What's that?
I bought you a little something.
Well, aren't you the sweetest thing? It's silk.
Do you like it?
Beats the piece of crap my niece knit.
You know, Bertie, I bet those nurses would like to see your new scarf.
They'll be green with envy. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hello, Mirta. I'm Marisol. I just want to talk to you about your granddaughter.
Flora?
Yes, yes. I want to talk about Flora.
Why don't you come to see me?
What?
Are you angry with your abuelita?
Oh. No, I'm not angry.
I did not mean to yell the last time. What you said, it made me so ashamed.
What did I say, Abuela? How did I shame you?
Oh, you are a bad girl, mijita. That boy, he loves you.
What boy?
Eddie. Who else?
I told you about Eddie.
He loves you. I can see in his eyes.
Well, it's nice to hear.
But you are so cruel to him.
I am.
The way you talk to him, you take him for granted.
Do you think I love Eddie? At all?
In your own way. But he's not going to marry you when he finds out you're pregnant.
I told you about that.
Oh, to cheat on such a nice boy. And with his friend?
His friend? Did you just say his friend? Abuela? No.
No, don't leave me. Stay with me. This is important.
Thank you, Carmen. I'm sorry, is there something else?
I thought you should know this is having her chemo tonight.
Oh, good for her.
Well, if you wanted to visit her, I know she would appreciate it.
Well, I'd love to, but I'm swamped with work today.
Well, she goes in 2 days a week. So if you can't visit her tonight, maybe you can stop by next Tuesday?
I got a thing next Tuesday. I'll tell you what. Buy Odessa some flowers. That should cheer her up.
I'm a no-eat. Can you tell?
Have you lost your mind?
Odessa has worked here for 10 years. She has cooked and cleaned and made up your bed and sewn buttons on your shirts. This is not just a job for her. She adores you. And I don't understand why you can give her 2 lousy hours of your life.
Calm down.
Don't ever tell a Puerto Rican woman to calm down. It's a waste of time.
You keep talking to me like this, I'll have to fire you.
I just gave you my notice. It's right there on the floor.
You're quitting?
Yes, I am. I only took this job because I admired you so much. But after seeing the way you treat people, you're no longer who I want to be when I grow up.
You look good. Have you been able to relax?
Not really. Since you were away, I've had to meet with our broker, my trainer, your lawyer, the caterer we both adore, and that personal shopper we both despise.
All that, and you still had time to blackmail the neighbors.
You must be referring to Spence Westmore.
What could you have been thinking?
Well, you know how I feel about men who seduce the help, just trying to teach him a lesson.
I'm talking about the child.
There was nothing.
You demanded Rosie bring him to our house.
Well, you met Tucker. He's special.
I won't let this happen again.
This isn't like last time, I swear.
I've already made an appointment with Dr. Wheeler.
I lost a son and I continue to grieve. That doesn't make me crazy.
When you mistake another woman's child for the one you buried.
I wasn't confused this time. I always knew he wasn't mine.
Well, I think you're still sick, and I'm gonna get you help.
Is it sick to want affection? That's what children give. Even other people's children. They look into your eyes and they instantly love you. It's the most amazing thing. Adrian, I miss seeing love in someone's eyes.
I wondered how long it would take you to lay this at my doorstep.
Well, why shouldn't I? I may be off the beam, but you're the one who pushed me.
What, you think I choose to be cold and unforgiving?
Barrett was hit by a car. It was an accident. Isn't it time that you forgave me?
I've tried.
Try again. And I will forgive you every act of debauchery you have ever committed. You can even commit new ones for all I care. Just look at me the way you used to. Please.
So your son is in rehab?
At a clinic in the desert. I'm going to go visit him for a few days.
I'm sure he'll appreciate the show of support.
I certainly hope so. By the way, I had a long talk with Valentina this morning.
Oh?
She's no longer interested in giving us one of her eggs.
She seemed interested yesterday.
Like I said, it was a long talk.
We discussed this. If you can't give me a child...
You have to go elsewhere, I understand.
You don't sound particularly sad to see me go.
Oh, but I am. You're a very sweet man, Alfred. And I will miss you very much. My car is here. I'm going to have to go.
Are you absolutely sure about this? I was going to spoil you rotten.
Oh, Alfred. It's not about me anymore. Isn't it amazing?
So what are you thinking?
Nothing.
Hey, how about I go get us some ice cream at the cafeteria?
If you like.
Here.
Hey.
You came.
Yeah?
Odessa's gonna be so happy.
Yeah. I didn't know what I would talk about for 2 hours, so thought maybe I could sing to her.
I think she'll be thrilled.
You know the worst part about being a star? Is people stop kicking your ass and they start kissing it. Constantly. I don't want that.
Well, I'm happy to kick your ass anytime you need it.
Sounds like you're not quitting.
Don't listen to a Puerto Rican woman when she's hysterical. We always exaggerate. Come on. Odessa. Someone is here to see you. Alejandro.
Well, hello there. How you doing?
You didn't need to come.
Of course I did. Are you ready to be entertained?
You're going to sing to me.
What are you in charge for?
This is very exciting.
It's a little something from my latest album. I hope you like it.
Tus miradas, las palabras que florecen en tus labios.
I talked to Mrs. Zelator. She broke up with Mr. Pettigrove, so they wouldn't be needing my egg.
Thank God.
I'm sorry for the way I spoke to you. I was just excited about going to school and helping you.
I've been thinking. Many years ago, Mrs. Delator gave me a ring. It's sort of expensive. I've been saving it for... I don't know, maybe I've been saving it for this. Anyway, I'm gonna sell it to pay for your tuition.
Mommy!
All right, enough of that. There's a bulb out in the guest room.
I'll go change it.
Hey, one more thing. Whatever sacrifices I make for you are none of your business. All you gotta do is grow up and be happy. Then I'll have everything I've ever wanted, okay?
Sorry. I rang the bell.
I know, it's broken.
Got a moment? I have good news.
Yes, but Mrs. Perry's plane landed 20 minutes ago. We're expecting her any second.
I spoke to my wife. She will not say a word to anyone about what she saw here.
Thank God. And the baby?
Her interest in Tucker has been resolved.